Have you ever felt that sudden, crushing tightness in your chest and your heart starts racing and you think, is this it? Is this a heart attack? You're not alone. This scary feeling is a classic symptom of anxiety, and today, we're going to break down exactly why it happens and, more importantly, what you can do to find relief fast. So what's going on in your body? When your brain senses a threat, whether it is a real danger or just an anxious thought, it flips a switch on your nervous system, putting you into fight or flight mode. This isn't a flaw. It's your body's ancient survival mechanism kicking in. It floods your system with stress hormones like adrenaline and cortisol. These hormones are designed to get you ready for action. They make your heart beat faster to pump more blood, and they cause your muscles, including the ones in your chest and around your rib cage, to tense up, preparing to either fight or run. This muscle contraction is what creates that feeling of pressure or tightness. At the same time, when you're anxious, your breathing pattern changes. You start taking quick, shallow breaths, mostly into your chest instead of deep into your belly. This is called thoracic breathing. It reduces the amount of oxygen you're getting and increases carbon dioxide levels, which can lead to dizziness, tingling, and you guessed it, even more chest tightness. It becomes a vicious cycle. You feel the tightness, your brain screams danger, you get more anxious. Your muscles get tighter, and your breathing gets shallower. Your focus zooms in on that chest sensation, which just amplifies the fear, signaling to your brain that the danger is real and escalating. But here's the good news. Even though it feels terrifying, anxiety-related chest tightness is usually not physically dangerous. And because you understand the mechanism now, you can learn to interrupt that cycle. The key is to signal to your nervous system that you are safe. Let's start with the most powerful tool you have, your breath. Slowing down your breathing is the fastest way to tell your body to calm down. Let's try a simple technique right now. Breathe in slowly through your nose for a count of 4, feeling your belly expand. Hold it for just a moment, maybe for a count of 2. Then, exhale slowly through your mouth or nose for a count of 6. Making the exhale longer than the inhale is crucial. This activates your parasympathetic nervous system, which is your body's rest and digest system. It directly counteracts the fight-or-flight response, slowing your heart rate and relaxing those tight chest muscles. Just a few rounds of this deep, slow breathing can make a huge difference in the moment. Another powerful technique is progressive muscle relaxation. Anxiety makes us hold so much tension in our bodies without even realizing it, especially in our shoulders, neck, and chest. Here's how you do it. Find a comfortable position. Tense up the muscles in your shoulders, pulling them up towards your ears. Hold that tension for 5 seconds, really feel it. Then, release completely and let your shoulders drop. Feel the difference between the tension and the relaxation. You can do this with your chest muscles too. Tense them, hold, and then release. This process of tensing and then releasing helps your body let go of stored stress and physically shifts you out of that high alert state. Now let's talk about a secret weapon for calm, the vagus nerve. This is the longest cranial nerve in your body, and it acts as the main highway for your rest and digest system. Stimulating it can quickly calm your heart rate and breathing. How do you do that? It's surprisingly simple. One way is to hum. The vibrations from humming stimulate the vagus nerve. You can also try singing, gargling with water, or even just making your exhale long and slow with a whoosh sound. These simple actions send a direct message to your brain to chill out. When panic hits, your mind is often racing, stuck in a loop of what-if scenarios. Grounding techniques are your escape hatch. They pull your attention out of your anxious thoughts and back into the present moment, into your physical reality. A popular one is the 5-4-3-2-1 method. Wherever you are, stop and name 5 things you can see. Then 4 things you can touch or feel, 3 things you can hear, 2 things you can smell, and finally, 1 thing you can taste. By engaging all your senses, you interrupt the panic cycle and anchor yourself in the here and now, reminding your brain that you are safe in this present moment. Beyond these in-the-moment techniques, it's also important to look at your lifestyle. What you eat and drink can have a big impact. Caffeine, for instance, is a stimulant that can mimic anxiety symptoms and make you more sensitive to them. If you're prone to anxiety, consider reducing your intake of coffee, tea, and energy drinks. Similarly, high sugar foods can cause your blood sugar to spike and then crash, which can trigger feelings of anxiety. A balanced diet can provide a more stable foundation for your mood. Regular physical activity is another game changer. Exercise helps burn off excess cortisol and adrenaline, the very hormones that cause that fight or flight response. It also releases endorphins, which are your body's natural mood lifters. You don't have to run a marathon. Even a brisk 20-minute walk can work wonders for managing daily stress levels and making you less susceptible to anxiety spikes. Building a long-term defense against anxiety also involves practices like mindfulness and meditation. Mindfulness teaches you to observe your thoughts and feelings without judgment. Instead of getting swept away by a wave of panic, you learn to see it as just a temporary sensation that will pass. Over time, this practice can actually rewire your brain to be less reactive to stress. And please, don't underestimate the power of sleep. When you're sleep deprived, your brain's emotional control center, the amygdala, becomes overactive. This makes you more likely to perceive situations as stressful and react with anxiety. Prioritizing quality sleep is one of the most fundamental things you can do to strengthen your resilience against stress. Ultimately, all these strategies work toward one goal: making your nervous system feel safe. When your body and mind believe you are not in danger, the anxiety symptoms, including chest tightness, will subside. Consistency is key. Integrating these small, calming actions into your daily routine can create profound long-term relief and give you back your sense of control. However, it is absolutely vital to say this. If you are experiencing chest pain that is new, severe, feels different from your usual anxiety, or is accompanied by other symptoms like pain radiating to your arm or jaw, shortness of breath at rest, or nausea, please seek medical help immediately. It's always better to be safe and rule out any underlying physical conditions. Your health is the top priority. And if anxiety is significantly impacting your life, reaching out to a mental health professional can provide you with personalized tools and support. There is no shame in seeking help. It's a sign of strength. Thanks so much for watching. I hope these tips help you feel more empowered to manage your anxiety. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content on mental well-being. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next one.